Alright, welcome back to Wmma Now with your host Chuck Stevenson, coming at you tonight with a fight announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got ourselves a title fight. The Strawweight Championship has finally been booked. Thug Rose Namajunas, the champ, will face the Cookie Monster Carla Esparza, the challenger, at UFC 274, Olivieira versus Gaethje on Saturday, May 7th. So these two first met all the way back in December of 2014 for the Ultimate Fighter 20 finale, the inaugural UFC Strawweight Championship fight. And Carla Esparza at the time came away the winner via rear naked choke at 1 minute and 26 seconds of the third round. So it is now almost 8 years since they fought. And a lot has changed in this division since then. Esparza lost the belt soon after. A few years down the road, Rose Namajunas won the belt, lost it soon after, regained it a little bit later, and now Esparza, who many thought might never get back to true title contention, is challenging for the title again in a rematch of the inaugural championship bout. This is, you can't make this stuff up. Like, you can't write a better story than this. I mean, okay, maybe you can, but this is the kind of story that fight fans love. This is the kind of story that makes people tune in, because this is truly history making. I can't think of the last time a division was started with a fight, and then the loser and the winner faced off again for the title several years down the line. Maybe it's happened, but I can't think of it. Anyway, this should be a good fight. Let's get into it. Let's take a look at the stats on this one. Thug Rose coming in at 11-4. The Cookie Monster coming in at 18-6. Both of them are riding nice win streaks. 3 for Thug Rose, with her last bout coming over Wei Lizan via split decision 4 months ago. Esparza last fought 9 months ago, defeating Yan Xiaonan via TKO due to ground and pound. Esparza's the elder fighter, 34-29 for the champ. The champ will have the height advantage, 5 feet 5 inches, 165 centimeters, versus 5 feet 1 inch, 155 centimeters for the challenger. The champ also has the reach advantage, 65 inches, 165 centimeters to 63 inches, 160 centimeters for the challenger, the Cookie Monster. So here we have, this isn't really so much a classic striker versus grappler battle, because Rose can grapple. But she has turned into primarily a striker. Very good boxing. Uses her kicks very well too, like Taekwondo style kicks. A lot of front leg kicking. But for the most part, she likes to use her hands and keep her range. Esparza, she's still very much a wrestler. Now, she has improved over the years as well. Probably not as much as Rose, but still primarily a wrestler. The big question is going to be, can Rose keep Esparza off of her? And can Rose stop the takedowns of Esparza? That's going to be the big question going into this bout. And I want to remind people of something. Rose has not faced a fighter with a primarily grappling base style since the last time she faced Esparza. So Rose has not faced a grappling based fighter since December of 2014. So every one of her opponents in the last 8 years since then, and there hasn't been exactly that many because Rose isn't exactly the most active fighter, but everyone Rose has faced since Esparza: Angela Hill, Paige Van Zandt, Tisha Torres, Karolina Kowalkiewicz, Watterson, Jędrzejczyk 2 times, Andrade 2 times, Zahn 2 times. None of them are grappling-based fighters. None of them are wrestling-based fighters. Esparza is the only wrestling-based fighter she has ever faced in her career. So that is going to be a primary factor going into this bout. Because Esparza has faced fighters like Rose before. Maybe not the exact same build, maybe not the exact same style, but she's faced similar enough fighters in the past. As for who's going to win, I don't know. Maybe Rose, maybe Carla. It just depends on how the fight plays out. I think the longer this fight goes, the more it favors Esparza. She's just got to avoid getting tagged too much. Because I think she will, the longer this fight goes on, she will eventually get Esparza down. If you go back and watch the first fight, now granted, a long time ago, almost 8 years, it'd be 7.5 when they do fight. That's what was the difference maker, was Esparza's wrestling, and just wore Rose down over the course of however many rounds. Basically 2.5 rounds. Or less than 2.5. A little over 2 rounds. Just Rose had no answer for the wrestling at the time. Now, granted, they're both different fighters since then. So we'll have to see. Anyway, those are my initial thoughts on this fight. I'm not going to make a pick just yet. But let me know your thoughts on it in the comments down below. If you liked the video, please give a like. Share it as well. Spread the news. Spread the word. And while you're at it, don't forget to subscribe to Wmma Scene Now, the best, most complete women's mixed martial arts dedicated platform on YouTube. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.